Furious Nevermind here. I'll kill you with my teacup. Believe it. Okay, so I finished shaving. Can you tell? I haven't got an electric razor yet. They're a little more than I want to pay, but whatever. I'm saving up for it. Okay, so why are we here? Why am I here? What is this? Be a short book review on Unlimited Memory by Kevin Horsley. Now, Mr. Horsley is he's either a world or a United States memory champion, okay? So he can remember stuff like hotcakes, all right, in the winter. Well, I started reading his book, okay, and I finished it some time ago, and I decided to take up a little project for fun to, build a memory palace, as they call it, or mind palace, as I call it, and link together things. It needed to be, most people start out with a 10 item list, right? But I was feeling a little ambitious, so I just did the alphabet, okay? 20 whatever, 7 I think. But the thing is like I already know the alphabet regular, so I did it backwards. Because most people, they can't say it backwards, which is weird. You would think you could just reverse it, right? Because you could run backwards, like it's easy. So there it is. So how did I do it? Okay, so I went to a closet that's by my front door, and I don't put anything in it. Actually, I'll probably just shut it down. La, la, la. Okay, so this is what I call the alphabet backwards closet, and it's gonna be stupid, okay? But I barely keep anything in there. Can you guys see that? All right, do you see how I put Z in the dust, mind you, since I don't put anything in here? Z, Y, X, W, V. Down here, blah, blah, blah. Goes down there, it goes down there, it goes down there. F, and then I didn't have room for A, so that's A. Okay, so what's that all about? Okay, so there are 3 kinds of memory palace, right? There are the kind where you walk through, like I'm walking through now. They're the kind that you look at from back a ways and imagine yourself in them, which is what that was, like an avatar. Like tiny imaginary me is in there, and he interacts with the objects, or at least it's kind of like being a ghost. If he was a ghost, or sometimes I am the objects. It's hard to explain, but basically it's an avatar perspective, okay? So, and yes, this thing never is. I just have a weird tripod. I don't have like a laptop to center with. Plus my face is a little weird, but get used to it. Get used to it. Get used to it. So I get in there and I go through. But all right, let's hear my list. So Zamboni, Youngling, Xylophone, Werewolf, Vampire, Umbrella, Tambourine, Sandwich, Rhinoceros, Quarterback, Porcupine, Octopus, Napoleon, Macaroni, Ladybug, Kangaroo, Jester, Iguana, Hammerhead, Grasshopper, Fire Truck, Elephant, Dalmatian, Crackers, Balloons, Anteater. Why did I come up with that list, and why did I use such long words? You would think I would use shorter words, but that's for another mnemonic system that I'm working on, okay? And mnemonics are images or things that people use to help them remember other things, like songs, stuff like that. So that's why I use really long words, because I need the short ones for another project. But, okay, so how is that the alphabet? Well, Z, all I get to do is, say the first letter. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Okay, so I can say the alphabet backwards. Now it took me about 15 minutes to figure that out, okay, or to establish the memory files, right? You know, write down the dust, come up with the names, implant it. And in my memory, they do things, right? So this is like a linking. Now this book that I'm talking about covers pretty much all mnemonic systems, and it's like $5. But I'm only using, this was like what they put in the very back of the book, like when you know how you eat the cereal for the cereal, and then there happens to be a prize at the bottom. You're like, yeah, it's not great. It's kind of a suck prize, but at least I get something, you know, even though I already enjoyed the cereal. So that's what this was. This was the very least of the memorization methods from a world or national memory champion. I think he's both. So, or at one point was. So, you know, if you don't normally read my book reviews, they're going to start getting pretty dank. I'm not just throwing them out there anymore. So, if someone like me, you know, I mean, imagine if they tried to drunk test me. I would just cartwheel a straight line. I can already do that. And say the alphabet backwards, laughing the whole time. Because in my mind, the things are like, the kangaroo is like jumping off the ladybug. And the ladybug was trying to eat macaroni out of Napoleon's hat. Because there's that song, Yankee Doodle, where he's got macaroni. There you go. And the Napoleon complex, so he's mad because he's short. Like there's all these emotions and actions. And the kangaroo has a joey, which is what they call the baby kangaroo while it's still in the pouch, nursing and whatever. It's kind of like their womb. And it's a gesture for, the kangaroo has a gesture for a joey. So, you know, because they're both J, so I knew that was going to stick. And, you know, they're like fighting each other and trying to run each other over. And the quarterback's throwing a porcupine at an octopus. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but that's what makes it memorable, and emotions and smells and stuff. So buy the book, don't buy the book, but least of all, now you know how to say stuff backwards and you know about mnemonics, okay? So you can remember stuff, all right, better. All right, later.